For CE 2121 Module 5 Unit 1, we will still talk about traverse and traversing and compass and transit rule. This is part 2 of the previous lecture. So here, the first thing that we're going to do is fill up this table, identify its bearing, latitude, departure, corrected latitude, corrected departure, corrected distance, corrected bearing, basing off of the given data. So here, we can already solve for the perimeter, which is sum all of this, we would get 2075. So before anything else, or before proceeding to answer or solve, I usually like to sketch or to roughly graph what is given on our data. We have lines A to B, which is this one, with an azimuth from north 15 degrees 18 minutes. Then from there, you also have your B to C with an azimuth 94 degrees 14 minutes, C to D, this is your azimuth, then D to A, this is your azimuth. I've also indicated the measurement of your lines. So after roughly sketching your given data, we have to identify the bearing of each of the lines. So here, what is the bearing of lines A to B? So this is your line A going to B. We have to identify the bearing. And since this angle is already given as 15 degrees 18 minutes, we just need to know what is the direction. So from here, this is north going to east, meaning to say your bearing for line A to B is north 15 degrees 18 minutes going to east. Okay, this is your line A to B with a given bearing 15 degrees 18 minutes north going to east. Now here, what we need to identify is the bearing of B to C. So here, as you can see, it is already situated somewhere between south and east. So the angle should come from here. Now, what is that angle? Let us try to make another diagram for lines B to C in order to properly illustrate here. Bearing of B to C. So here, in order to identify the angle from south going to east, we simply subtract 94 degrees 14 minutes with 180 degrees. So it's like this. 180 degrees minus the angle 94. We'll be able to solve for the angle here. So the answer for bearing BC is south 85 degrees 46 minutes going to east. Okay, so for line C to D, here I isolated again the line. What is the bearing of C to D? As you can see here, it's already between south and west, meaning to say your direction for the angle is from south going to west. And in order to identify this angle, we just need to subtract 180 degrees, this one, 180 degrees by 198 degrees, 30 minutes in order to identify this angle. So the answer for the bearing of C to D is south, 80 degrees, 30 minutes going to west. So the last bearing that we need to identify is the bearing of line D to A. So here is your line D to A. And we need to identify this angle here in order to identify its bearing from north going to west. So in order to identify that bearing, we need to subtract 360 degrees from here with this angle given here in order to identify the angle inside. So 360 degrees minus 282 degrees 25 minutes, that is north, 77 degrees 35 minutes going to west. Next thing that we're going to solve after solving and writing the bearings inside the table, we have to know the latitudes of A, B, B, C, C, D, and DA. So here I would make a rough sketch of lines A to B first. Okay, so this is your line A to B, and this is your latitude, this is your departure. So latitude is always the vertical distance and departure is always the horizontal distance. As you can see here, we can consider this as right triangle. And we can solve for the latitude and departure using cosine and sine. So here, let's first identify what is latitude. So if this is your angle, if we're going to use cosine, meaning to say we're going to divide adjacent with the hypotenuse. So at the adjacent side here is your latitude, and then the hypotenuse would be 368.76, giving us a latitude of 355.69 meters. Now for the departure, what we're going to use is sine, since sine is opposite side divided by your hypotenuse, giving us a departure of 97.306. So the next thing that we need to identify is the latitude and departure of line BC. So here, the latitude and departure of your line BC is here. Latitude again is your vertical and departure is your horizontal. Actually, the latitude and departure can also be placed here. But for easier computation, since we've already identified the angle here, let's just use this triangle instead of the other way around. Okay. So here, in order to identify the latitude, we use again cosine. Why? Since cosine is adjacent divided by your hypotenuse. So meaning to say, cosine 85 degrees 46 minutes is equal to latitude divided by 645.38. It will give us a latitude of 47.641. So next is we identify the departure of line B to C. So what we're going to use is sine here. Since sine is opposite side divided by your adjacent. Opposite side is your departure divided by your adjacent. So the departure is 643.619 for line B to C. So to cut the video short, I've already solved for the latitude and departure of line CD and DA, still using cosine and sine, and considering this as right triangles. Okay, so after writing the latitude and departures that we've computed in the table, the next thing that we need to do is sum the latitudes and departures. So here we have 355.69 minus 47.641 minus 443.683 plus 127.507. So here we got negative 8.127. So as you can see, ginamit ko po yung sign convention. Sinama ko po siya doon sa computations ng summation of latitude. So let's do the same thing for departure. 97.306 plus 643.619 minus 148.454 minus 579.13. So we got 13.341 or 13.341 positive. 13.341. So what does this negative and positive mean? Meaning of this one, negative, nag-negative siya kasi insufficient yung computations or nakuha nating latitudes. Here naman, it's positive, meaning sumobra tayo doon sa computations ng ating latitude or sumobra yung departure and latitude, sumobra yung departure doon sa computed lengths and angles. Meaning to say, if insufficient, we have to add. If positive or sobra, we have to subtract. Okay, now how are we going to identify the correction or how are we going to correct the latitudes and departure? So we will use compass rule for this problem. So compass rule here, I've already written all of the computations. Compass rule, the correction for latitude is equal to the summation of latitude, which is this one, and it should be an absolute value, multiplied by the distance and your perimeter, divided by your perimeter. So here, the correction of latitude A to B here is equal to absolute value of 8.127 multiplied by your length divided by your perimeter. This would give us 1.444 meters. Same goes with BC. Pinalitan mo lang yung distance here. Same goes with CD. Pinalitan mo to. Same goes with DA. Pinalitan mo lang yung value of the numerator. Now, we will be using these corrections in order to compute the corrected latitude. But before that, let us first compute the corrections sa departure para tuloy-tuloy yung computation natin. So, the formula for the correction of latitude using compass rule is this one. Correction of departure is equal to the summation of all the departures in its absolute value multiplied by the distance of the line divided by the total distance or the perimeter. So here, the sum of all the departure is in positive 13.341. I've indicated it here. Multiplied by the distance of A to B, which is 368.76, divided by your given or the solved perimeter. And that would be equal to 2.371. So that would be same for BC, CD, and DA. We just change the value of your numerator since different ang distances for BC, CD, and DA. So these are your corrections for latitudes, and these are your corrections for departure. Now, next thing, we have to know or we have to solve for the corrected latitude. What I'm going to do here is simply write all of the existing latitudes that we've solved and applying the corrections here. So here, let's recall that if it's negative, meaning it's insufficient, meaning to say we have to add your correction. So as you can see here, I added all of the corrections, giving us the answer for corrected latitude as 357.134 AB, for BC, negative 45.113 meters, for CD, negative 441.851, and for DA, 129.83. So for us to know if tama ba yung ginawa natin, the sum of all of this should be equal to 0. So let's try. So 357.134 minus 45.113 minus 441.851 plus 129.83, giving us a sum of 0, meaning to say the corrected latitude that we've computed is correct. Let us now proceed in computing the corrected departure. So same thing here. What I did was I just copied all of the departures here, including its sign convention. And then, take note that what we've solved for the summation of the departure is in positive, meaning to say, sumobra siya. So what we need to do is subtract the corrections from the departure in order to get the corrected departure. So let's go back. Here, 97.306 minus the solved correction, that is 94.935 meters. So 643.619 minus the correction, it would give us 639.47 meters. 148.454, negative 148.454 minus 3.008, it will give us negative 151.462. And then the corrected departure for line DA, that is negative 579.130 minus the correction, giving us negative 582.943. Again, in order to know if tama ba yung na-compute, you sum all of this and it should be equal to 0. Okay, so after writing it down on our table, what we need to know now or what we need to solve now is the corrected distance. Now, what you need to know here is that what we only need to use is Pythagorean theorem. Why? Since here, if this is your line AB, this is just an example. This is your line AB. This is your corrected latitude. This is your corrected departure. This is still considered as right triangle. So what we're going to use is Pythagorean theorem in order to solve for the corrected distance. And as you may know, the formula for Pythagorean theorem is equal to distance is equal to the square root of corrected departure squared plus corrected latitude squared. So here's the formula for the corrected distance using Pythagorean theorem. Now we will just apply this to the solved corrected latitudes and departure of the respective lines. Okay, let's just move this here so we would have space to solve there. Okay, so the computation for the distance using the corrected latitude and departure is this. Okay, for lines A to B, let's move this here. Line A to B, that is simply the square root of 357.134 squared plus 94.935 squared, giving us your distance or corrected distance for AB. Same goes with BC, the square root of the corrected latitude squared plus the corrected departure squared. That would give you your corrected distance. Same goes with CD, the square root of corrected latitude squared and corrected departure squared. Now here, I did not indicate the sign convention already since negative numbers squared would always become positive. So, no need to include the sign convention. But if you want, you can still include. It is just for my simplification of solution. So, for DA, last corrected distance, square root of the corrected latitude squared plus the corrected departure squared, giving you the answer of 597.226. After writing your answer in the table, let us now solve for the corrected bearing. And we can solve for the corrected bearing using tangent. Okay, if this is your bearing and you want to solve that angle, or the corrected bearing, we need to use tangent alpha. So, tangent alpha, as you may know, that is equal to opposite side divided by adjacent. So, let's just move this a bit lower. Okay. This is your corrected departure. This is your corrected latitude. Now, in order to solve for the bearing of the alpha or the angle alpha, what we need to do is use tangent. So, meaning opposite side divided by adjacent. So, your opposite side is corrected departure divided by your corrected latitude, which is your adjacent. And this should be in its absolute value. Okay, for the bearing, let's just simplify this para direct na sa calculator. CD over CL. So, alpha or the bearing is equal to arctangent multiplied by corrected departure divided by corrected latitude, since we're going to consider this as a right triangle. So, here's my computation for the corrected bearing. Okay, let's just write that here. Move this a bit to the left. Oops. Okay. For bearing AB, I solved that using arctangent multiplied by 94.935 divided by your latitude, giving you an angle of 14 degrees, 53 minutes, and 10.91 seconds. So, it's like this. Arc, tangent there, 94.935 divided by 357.134. Giving you an angle of 14.886. This is in decimal. We need to convert this into its degrees, minutes, and seconds by pressing this button. Oops. There. 14 degrees, 53 minutes, and 10.91 seconds. As you can see, my directions did not vary. It's still north going to east. Same goes with bearing BC, CD, and DA. We have arctangent 639.47 divided by 45.113, giving us an angle of 85 degrees, 57 minutes, and 52.611 seconds. Same direction pa rin, south going to east. For CD, ganun pa rin, and for DA, ganun pa rin. Same thing. After solving this, let's put it inside our table. Okay, now we've completed our computations using the compass rule.